Hello. Well, I hope this is hello. I I hope it is. So here I am, and I am just popping in to say hello. And that was a musical version that we had come up with in 2015, and it's called Shadows and Light. And I thought, just to pay attention to the subscribers. I would go live and see who shows up, if anybody. I know that historically we've had not a whole lot of live people, and I think that's a good thing, actually. I think that it means that the people who subscribe to my channels have lives and they're living their lives. And so they're not tied to YouTube. And I love that. I love that about my subscribers. There's so many things that I am grateful for the people that I have in my life. And subscribers are a part of my life. But I would like to be able to honor all of you. And thank you for subscribing to Calming the Chaos and for listening to the interviews that I've done. And it's been just a really great journey this year in 2021. And so, hence the shadows and light, and so I love being here and I love being able to help in any way that I can. And so, just being able to hang out here and do a live stream, I don't even know if I set it up right or whatever, but I think that I did. I did a lot of lives last year, and then I was on some panels and all that other stuff, and it's confusing, isn't it? It's chaos sometimes. And so the song that you just heard, which was called Shadows and Light, I was actually in the studio with my creative partner, Will Razan, and we are still creating music together to this day. And it was interesting because, Shadows and Light came up because there are so many things that are hard and really difficult in life and that are dark and scary, sad, all those shadows. And then there are the light parts too. And in my experience, the shadows end up turning to light. And without the light, you can't see the shadows. And without the shadows, you can't see the light. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that this year, 2021, has been a year of shadows and light for me. And that's what I would like to be able to start out with. And if people would like to join in and comment, that's great. Again, historically, I haven't had a whole lot of people join in my live streams because I think they have lives and they can listen to the replay, and they do. And so why am I going live today? Well, of course, I wanted to think of a special way to thank the people who have stuck with me and have been my subscribers. Not only on YouTube, but I have subscribers on Instagram, Apple Podcasts, iTunes. I have subscribers on all kinds of, like, Facebook. I have all kinds of people who really like hearing the interviews and some of the things that we talk about as far as chaos. And chaos is a big theme in this world today, and I think that there's a lot of people who are interested in being able to remain calm when there are things that throw us off balance, and when we are overwhelmed, when something happens that surprises or shocks us, and chaos being that feeling of, oh my gosh, where's my center? where am I going to be able to ground myself? Where am I going to be able to feel like I am able to be in control of something, you know? So, well, so this is why I'm having the live, is to be able to thank my subscribers, the people who have been with me. And also, I think what I'd like to be able to do is let you know what I am thankful for. I mean, I am very thankful for my subscribers, but the thing is that um, my subscribers are, they're a kind of an entity in and of themselves. So I'm going to explain this in just a second. So a lot of the things that I'm thankful for, they're equally a challenge for me. But my subscribers are not. My subscribers, they're very low maintenance. I don't have anybody, you know, sending me hate. I have generally supportive people on my channel, and they're people who really genuinely want to learn methods to calm the chaos. I love that. I love that it's low maintenance. I think I remember telling somebody that I don't want to go over 250 subscribers, because if I do, then it would be like really high maintenance. But I'm here at over 330, and you guys are great. You guys are awesome. I would not want any other subscribers. And I love the subscribers that I have because they listen and they comment when it's needed, and they're not full of hate, and they offer constructive feedback. That is so important to me. So when I express to you that I really, really appreciate you, I do. I really do. And it's because I didn't want this to be high maintenance. I just wanted it to be a calming the chaos channel. And so, yeah, so here are some of the things that I am grateful for, and maybe you can relate to this with me. But the things that I am grateful for, and also equally challenged by. So again, keeping my subscribers first and letting you know that I'm grateful for you, and I'm not challenged by you at all. It's amazing how low maintenance you are, and how great it has been to have you as subscribers. And I appreciate you. If it just stays at this level or goes down or whatever, it's all good to me. As long as it's low maintenance, it's supportive, it's positive, and you enjoy the content. All right. So, the first thing I thought of when I thought of how grateful I am just to be here is my health. All right. So, again, when you think about a thing like health, and you think about how grateful you are, it also brings forth some challenges. And I think that when I think about my health, I think about, wow, gosh, I'm how old am I? I forget. I'm 56 years old, and I enjoy life. I walk every day. I'm very physically active. I do have a really good physical health. I don't take uh, anything for any health conditions, and I really enjoy physical health. I do. Um, there was a couple of times where my back was like, oh my gosh, my back, oh my back. But other than that, I don't know of anything else. I'm so grateful for my physical health, because I know and I work with people who have physical disabilities and things that they are working on with regards to like how to manage chronic pain. I know that's a big thing. And physical health is a huge thing. And I am very grateful for mine. And yet I understand that a lot of people don't have that. They have physical health problems. They have chronic pain, as I've mentioned, and I think that conditions like lupus, diabetes, just to name a few. I think that a lot of people have frustrations with degenerative back, arthritis, strokes, heart attacks, all these things that they have physically. And I'm very thankful that I don't have those. And yet, I am very aware of the people around me who do have those things, and then also the mental health challenges. And when we talk about mental health challenges, that's exactly why Calming the Chaos was developed, is for mental health and for people to understand and enjoy some skills that we can offer through the guests that I have on my channel, and some things that we might be able to offer in terms of skills and tools to help you just survive this crazy world that we're in, right? So I love the fact that I can come on here and say, yeah, my physical health is great, and sometimes my mental health isn't so great. I don't know if people are familiar with some of the things I've been through on YouTube, but if you are, then come on over. Like, ask me some questions. Ask me what you want to know. I'm going to be on here for a little while. So if you are interested in asking me a question about some of the things I've been through on YouTube, mental health wise, I would be willing to answer you. And I would love to do that. So with physical health being a great thing, mental health being not so great sometimes, and you got to understand, I would hope, you guys. So I don't know who, I have an idea who my audience is, but I would like to be able to say that when you do the work that I do, and you've gone through the education and the training that I have, and then you actually get licensed and you actually go out there and help people, and then you're attacked on YouTube for doing that. I think that's pretty shitty. So I'm just going to put that out there. Like, here I am trying to do the best that I can through the pandemic and adjusting to being able to help people remotely. And I think that some people on YouTube they have really given me a bad rap. And I'm sorry for that. Like, maybe I have actually contributed to that, and I'll own that. But I also want people to understand how hard it has been, not just for me, but for a lot of mental health counselors out there during the pandemic, because we are just trying to help people. And as we are trying to help people, sometimes we get tired because we are humans. And sometimes our own mental health goes out the window. And we are humans, so we get to do that. We do. Being a professional does not necessarily mean that we have to be perfect. In fact, I don't think that anybody should hold themselves to that standard. So the people who have judged me about my own mental health, go ahead and judge. Go ahead and do that. I would challenge you, though, to understand the context from which mental health counselors are coming right now. Because what we are doing is we are trying to help people. And then the pandemic came, and then there was no way for us to meet with people. And then we had to scramble and figure out a way that we could help these precious people get their mental wellness. And in the midst of all that, a year plus in, not taking vacations because hell, where are you going to go, right? Where are you going to go on vacation when you are in quarantine? So there's no vacations and there's all this need. And so you say yes and yes and yes. And then it comes May of 2021. And there are things that you do that are judged. And I'm not going to say I regret it, but they are judged. And you know what I'm talking about, anybody who listens to this. And so, what I am really grateful for is that people throughout all of this have really continued to follow me and to be able to understand that we have a message here, that there is a way to calm your chaos. Like the world is so uncertain and it throws you off balance and it's hard. But you have to know that you have the strength inside of you to be able to calm your chaos, to be able to cope with anything that comes your way. And I hope that that really comes through in all the messages that I have to say, through all the guests that I have had, and through all the guests that I will continue to have in the future. So I am very, very appreciative of my health and at the same time understand that it's difficult having, you know, having dealt with some mental health issues and having being a person who deals with people who struggle with mental health issues. All right. So the second thing is my husband. And I want to show you, there's a couple of pictures I'd love to show you. The first one is this one. So this one was taken right at the beginning of the pandemic. And we were trying to figure out like, what kind of masks are we going to wear? So we grabbed one of my old thong underwears and put a bra cup, like one of those bra cup inserts. And we just kind of made a little makeshift mask there. And so that was taken around March of 2020. And that's my Timmy right there, my husband. Yeah, Timmy is great. Here's a more professional picture of him. My husband Timmy. He used to work at Pier One Imports, and you see that picture in the background there. You see that bridge. It's the exact same picture. Oh, you can't really see it because my calming the chaos sign is there, but I've got it in my office as well. So there he is, my Timmy. And I'm grateful for the times that we've had together. I love that we were in Mexico together. We love going to Mexico. We love being in warmer climates. We love being physically active. We love being goofy and silly together. And it's just great. There we are. I believe that is in Nuevo Vallarta. We went in 2019. Aren't we cool? I don't know. I have nobody watching me right now, so I mean, I'm just talking through my butt, which is fine. I don't care. um, all right. So here's another picture of us. It's probably on that same trip, and we're doing great. I love my husband Timmy. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Timmy, for being my husband. Thank you for this Thanksgiving. Thank you for this time. And thank you for supporting me and everything. And he does. He is one of my moderators, although he's not here today because he's golfing. So I don't have any moderators. I don't have anybody. I'm just deciding to go live and hoping that somebody will show up. It's been 23 minutes and there's not been anybody that said anything in chat. So I have no idea what's out there, but I am very, very grateful for my husband. So if anybody actually wants to ask me any questions, please do. I would appreciate that. And here I am, just you know, telling you how grateful I am for you. So if you have any questions for me, just please feel free to chat away. Yes, my husband. Yes, my husband. I love him. Love him, love him. There we are in Mexico. And again, I love those green glasses. I mean, he is just, I mean, just amazing. That's my Timmy. All right. So let's get off of that and go on to the next one, which is my home. And so let me just put this off of here. So this is my home, and well, it's part of my home. I do have a home office, and I have an office that I go to, and I help clients, and I see them in person, and I see them through telehealth. But I also have this home office where I've just sort of designed it so that I could have this, especially through the pandemic, when it was really super hard. And I was just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to manage this? How am I going to manage being a therapist through the pandemic? And it was harder than I really thought it was going to be. At first, I thought, well, okay, I'm just not going to do therapy. But clearly, you can't just not do therapy. Why? Because it's a pandemic and people are freaking out. And so people are calling you for therapy. So I set up this little corner of my home for my therapy office at home during the pandemic. And then now I've been going back to my other office, and maybe I can share the screen with you and see how sophisticated I am at doing this because I don't know how to do it really well. But I could actually try and share with you some pictures of my home office if I had if I had that together. I actually just found some pictures of myself, my husband, when we were voting in 2020. No, wait, yeah, wait, yeah. I forgot when we voted, but I would really like to be able to show you some more stuff, but I am not able to do that right now. And still no comments, and nobody watching, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with that, and just want to get this out here. Just this message out here, and yeah. I guess since I have time, maybe I can try and find my pictures of my home. There's so much stuff on my computer. Oh my gosh. Hmm. I have a lot of videos. I don't have a lot of photos. Yeah, and the weird thing is that one of my hard drives, my external hard drives crashed. And so I used to have everything all organized, and now just have nothing. And it's pretty sad. So I'm actually grateful for what I was able to restore from my hard drive. And I'm also, equally challenged again about just being a person who needs things for business and not being able to access them. But anyway, all right. Well, so if you want to, oh, this is my cat. You want to see her? You want to see my Momo? She's part of my home. This is my Momo, Malia, my cat. You want to say hello, Momo? Yeah, she's a very special cat. And you know what? All three of my cats are amazing in their own special way. This one is so sensitive. And the thing about her is that she can detect anything. And when she detects danger, she growls. And she detects it even before we even detect it, like the garbage man, right? Like that's danger. And then she is so sensitive. And I love that about her. I wish that my parents had told me that my sensitivity was a virtue. Um, that would have been really great. Um, because as a sensitive child myself, been told I was a worrywart, or I maybe was being too dramatic or whatever. uh, I would like to just say that when you, Malia, my Momo, when you have when you detect the garbage man, it's okay. You think it's dangerous, but it's okay. Look, this is my Momo. She she is so shy. Hi, honey. Look at you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she apparently doesn't think that you guys are dangerous, because otherwise she wouldn't be here. She's very, very sensitive, and I love that. I love that about myself, and I love that about my cat, that I can be sensitive and strong at the same time. I can know what is good and what is right and go toward it, and what is not helpful and go away from it. And that is what she does. And so I just wanted to say that when I talk about home, I do think about my cats, and I think that the thing that I want to say that I'm grateful for is my cat. So there's Momo, that's my Mana, or sorry, Malia. Malia, we call her Momo. And here's a picture of me with my cat Lila. So Lila was a very, very special cat. And in fact, you can see us both. There was like, "Rrr," you know, we are really enjoying life. And if you really look in the background, you can see there is a Detroit Lions uh, blanket on the back of the couch. You can see that right next to my right eye. But Lila and I, we had this great bond, and unfortunately, she disappeared in 2017, and she was never to be seen again. So we don't know what happened to her. She was an indoor and outdoor cat, and since that situation happened, we decided that maybe we should probably not let our cats outside anymore. And poor Louis, our other cat, he had to bear the brunt of that restriction. But here is Lila. Uh, Lila is just, and here's another picture of us here. I mean, she is just a beauty. And I say is because I know that she is out there somewhere, existing, doing something, being somewhere. She is my Lila girl. That's weird. Look, my hair color is about the same as it was back. This was taken in 2011. My hair is the same color. Oh my gosh, look at that. Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. I just realized that. This is a testament to, like, whatever powers that be as far as aging. My hair is the same. It's the same. All right. Not to take away from Lila, of course, but all right. So here's our other cat, Louis. Louis is Louis. We got him back in 2011. And this is a picture that was taken right after the senior cat in our house died. That was Oscar. Oscar, I do have pictures of him, but I didn't have the time to get them together because, of course, my hard drive had crashed. But But Louis, we still have him. He actually had a vet appointment today and he's doing really well. 15.8 pounds of pure muscle and sensitivity. Look at that. He is just like cuddling with a stuffed animal. Isn't that just so precious? I think so. Um, I think so. And I just, I just love my Louis. I do. He's just so sweet. He's a good boy. Yeah. And so when I think about my cats, I could go on and on forever. But of course, I would probably want to, maybe I'll edit this because there's no chat. We don't care about well, I would love to have people chatting, but if there's no chat, maybe I could just edit this and put in some other stuff, some other pictures for you guys because it would be great to be able to do that. So and then, my career, I've talked about being a counselor, and I know a lot of people get bored with that, like, oh my gosh, here she goes about her credentials and all this other stuff. I don't want to make a big deal about that, but I've worked really hard for what I've gotten, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy that I can help people. I'm grateful for my connections, the connections that I've made on YouTube, the connections that I've made in my personal life, the connections that I enjoy with my cats, with my husband, with my family. I love the connection. And I love that you are subscribing to this channel. And I hope to bring you really good content in the future, as I think that I have in the past. Um, but I love connecting with people. I think that's one of the things that the pandemic took away. And then we had to learn how to do again. Like, how are we going to connect with people? And then now that things are kind of opening up, at least they are in the Pacific Northwest where I live, like, how are we going to get together again? Are we going to hug each other? Are we going to, shake each other's hands? I think what I have learned is that fear is going to kill us faster than any virus will. And so if somebody wants to shake my hand, I shake it. Somebody wants to hug me, I hug them. Somebody wants to breathe on me, I am all over it. Because to fear something that is out there that is uncertain is going to kill me faster. Because I really value being connected to people. Uh, through YouTube, through my personal life, whatever it is, I value that connection. And so when I think when I think about the pandemic and about how we had to adjust to these things, and now we're trying to figure out, well, do I shake this guy's hand? Do I say hello? Do I even dare? And this happens to me in my workplace all the time. Do I even dare take off my mask to go 3 steps from one office to the other office without getting the stink eye from somebody? Can I go into the kitchen and get some water without getting judged? And so you have to make these personal choices. And I think that's where we're at right now, is that we're at a point in time where we have to make these choices about like how we are going to live in a society and in a place where there is a pandemic still raging, people not being responsible about doing things and people being overly responsible. So again, there's that continuum of like, I'm being uber careful, and then I am being like really super, like, I don't give a shit over here. And I think that for those of us who like to be in between, it's a really tough thing to navigate. But I also think it's a very interesting time that we're in. It's a very great time for connections. I still don't see any comments, and that's okay. I don't see any lurkers. I see a big 0. Oh my gosh. I do not do good live streams apparently. I don't do well. But that's okay. Because I'm here and I'm just trying to make this about my subscribers, trying to say how grateful, very grateful and thankful I am for you. And then also just saying that here are things I'm really grateful and thankful for on the eve of Thanksgiving. They're also equally challenging. Like connections can be challenging, right? Like connecting with people can be so super cool. And at the same time, it's fraught with anxiety and conflict and things that aren't really great. And so I guess you got to take the good with the bad. Again, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. My subscribers are not like, I am very grateful for my subscribers, but they're none of that. There's not a challenge that way. They are low maintenance. They are very positive. They're very supportive. And and they take the information that they take and they use it as they will and they enjoy the content and it's just really great. um, so all right, what else do I have here? I've got my lunch hour. All right. How about spirituality? Anybody? I don't know why I put that on there. Of course, that should have been first, right? God always comes first. And of course, I might get judged for that. But, spirituality is great. I love it. Um, and I am grateful for just the ability to be a spiritual person. Um, I love being able to connect with a higher power. I also love being able to connect with the primal scream. And when you think of spirituality, you think about people who really don't know a whole lot and want to be cautious. Yeah, I just really spirituality is a subject I would love to be able to talk about more with you guys and how you were able to possibly believe in a power that's higher than yours and be able to get comfort from that. And, I would love to be able to share more about my own spirituality if you're interested in that. But of course, we don't have anybody even interested in this conversation right now. We have nobody interested. I've been on here for like 41 minutes and nobody has said hello. Nobody has said anything. So, but that's okay. I keep saying that. So, but there's all kinds of topics that you can talk about, spirituality being one of them. So I guess, in conclusion, I just really want to let you guys know that I appreciate you and that I would like to be able to be here for you if you have any questions, comments, concerns, especially if you have any kind of questions about things that are going on with YouTube, any kind of questions that you have. I'll stay here for a little bit longer. In fact, here is something that I thought that I could do just to kill the time, I guess. Let's see. So these are cards that I made when my 20-year-old cat passed away. And so when we talk about spirituality, let's go ahead and highlight spirituality. And this is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. Is when my cat died, and this was in 2014. He was 20 years old. Uh, it was really strange. I started getting all of these, and who knows if it's the normal voices in my head or if it's the voices that were coming because I was more open and in tune because Oscar had passed. So I don't know what it was, but I do know that there was so many overpowering messages that I had to continue to like write them down, write them down, write them down. And the result were these cards. So these cards are, I guess you would call them affirmation cards, but what they are, and they have all of the different chakras. So we've got the red chakra, and that's the root chakra that talks about community and belonging and family and just like that whole, like, I am cared for and I am safe, I'm loved, I'm protected. To the creativity chakra, which is orange, to where I'm creative and I'm playful and I'm joyful. To the power chakra, and that is more like I'm coming into my own self esteem. To the heart chakra, which is green, and we love, we are connected, and all that other stuff. And then the blue chakra, which is speaking your truth in an effective way. And it doesn't end there because it goes to the third eye, which is the purple, my favorite, intuition, and these things that we just know. And then the crown chakra being, these spiritual things and beyond. I even have cards about just directed toward women. That's the pink. And so, what I'd like to do now, just in closing, because nobody has interacted, but this might be viewed by some people. I usually get like maybe 20 or 30 views from people who like my podcast, and so hopefully they'll view this live stream, and maybe I'll jazz it up a little bit. Maybe I'll make it better. Um, but I'd like to be able to draw a card for my audience. Um, and again, these cards are inspired by my cat who died in 2014. He was very near and dear to me. He was 20 years old. He had stuck with me for so long. I mean, he kind of reminds me of you guys, you subscribers. That my faults. I'm not perfect. You know that I'm going to produce some stuff that's going to help, and you stick with me anyway. That means the world to me, guys. It means the world to me. I really appreciate you. And again, in the same way that I appreciated my cat Oscar. So right now, what I'm going to do, and this is my process, I'm just going to, just kind of shuffle them around a little bit as I do. And then I'm going to pull this. This might make a noise. I'm sorry. It does. My little table over here. And then I'm going to draw you guys a card. My subscribers, a card. And how I do that is I just sort of, well, I kind of mess around with them. I just sort of say, which one is calling me? Which one is calling? Oh, there's one that just popped up. So this is the one. And I think this is such a good card for anybody, creators, subscribers, people. I have worth, value, and potential. And that means you. And so I'm just going to say it not in the present tense in the first person, but in the second person, which is you have worth, value, and potential. And I so look forward to interacting with you, whatever form that might take in the future, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on my podcast, on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all of those things that I'm on, whether it be on Facebook. I look forward to interacting with all of you. and bringing out your worth, value, and potential. It's about you. And I really do believe that that is my life's journey, is to be able to help people come into their own selves, and to be able to help people realize their own worth and value. And so with that, oh my gosh, there's somebody in my chat. Sammy Terry. But maybe they're gone because I see his big zero again. So thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Oh, that warms my heart that somebody actually said something. Because I don't really, like I say, historically, I don't really have a whole lot of people that come into my chats, and that's okay, because I like to think that people are actually out there living their own lives and doing their thing. Oh, hey Sammy, thank you so much. And I love your little kitty cat too. Yeah, I have this little um counter on my StreamYard that says 0, so I just figured that I was alone here, but that's good. I hope you like the card, because you're the only one who spoke up, spoke up. This whole worth, value, and potential. I really hope that speaks to you. I think that there have been so many people who have loved these cards, and they have said that they're really blessed, as far as like really helping people to heal. And I kind of rolled my eyes at first, but I've started to believe it over the years. Again, these were developed back in 2014, and and I just love helping people. So, but I do appreciate everything that my subscribers have believed in me for. I do. Um, so Sammy, I don't know if you are a subscriber, but if you're not, then please check out some of the stuff. And I appreciate you. Absolutely. I'm trying to think of something. This is one of my favorites. Um, I like this one. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh. It's really super cool just to let out a right. Oh my god. And with that, I guess I'm probably going to just hang it up. But again, I do appreciate you, all subscribers, all humans, people in my life, people out of my life. And thank you so much for helping me help you calm the chaos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate you. Oh, and here's something that you might find interesting, since we do have one person in here. Here is something. So I've been married for 23 years now, and this is my second marriage with Timmy. Is not my second marriage with Timmy, but it's my second marriage, and I'm married to Timmy. Anyways, we've never had kids, but we went to this thing called the Gene Machine, and this is the picture of our child. Look at this. Check this out. Wow. Oh my gosh. Dude, I look like I'm high on crack. Well, to be fair, the night was in Detroit, and yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with me. Maybe I had so too many Coca-Colas because I had to stay up late or something. But look, we had a little girl from the Gene Machine. Her name is Brooke. Actually, I named her Brooke, and she is feisty. I don't know why I have this picture on my StreamYard posts, but I thought I'd share that with you. If Timmy and I had had a kid, this is who it would be. Oh my goodness. There. Now you can see Timmy's face. Look at him. Look at him with all that hair. He looks like a little Sasquatch. And I look like I'm like camera, like deer in the headlights. But look at our little daughter. It's kind of funny. Yes, a virtual child. Yes, you can go to Dave and Buster's and get this done. It is so funny. In fact, when we were there, Timmy's aunt and uncle were there, and they were like, "Ooh, we've never had a kid together either. Let's go into the gene machine and figure this out." And oh my gosh, their kid looked like a monkey. Our kid looks so cute. She has my chin and Timmy's eyes and Timmy's hair. Thank God she had Timmy's eyes, because if she had my eyes, oh my God, not great. Like these bug eyes. Oh, jeez. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off now, if I can. Yeah. And, and, and say goodbye. I've been, I'm not like one of those people that likes doing, it is so weird because it's at the 54-minute mark and it's kind of like, okay, the session needs to end now. I'm like a person that likes to do things in hour increments. And this is the end of the hour. And I appreciate Sammy. Sammy, thank you so much for being here. I don't know how you found me, but I hope you check it out. Some of the interviews that I've done and will do. Actually, it's going to be interesting. I've got a couple of pretty, well, for me, big names that are coming up. And I'm going to try and get them both in by the end of the year. And then try and do some other stuff after January 1st. So, but I was really super stoked to be able to get two people that I really, actually three, when you think about there's one duo and then another person who's a huge name in the eating disorders field. So I'm really happy about that. So stay tuned. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining Calming the Chaos today, as it is. And I hope you guys take care. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you. And we will see you soon. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to Calming the Chaos podcast. If the information in this podcast has been helpful, please consider subscribing and share it with your friends. You can find this podcast on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Music, Spotify, and on YouTube. You can also go to our podcast website at www.calmingthechaospodcast.com, where you can listen to all Calming the Chaos podcasts. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to sharing my next podcast episode with you. In the meantime, take care.